Yo, what's good? I haven't posted in quite a while. It's been, I think, 10 or 11 days since I posted my last video, which was the monkey. Um, yeah, I've been doing good, but I just, been inconsistent. Apologies. But today, I'm here to talk about my top 5 most anticipated movies for 2025 and my top 5 most anticipated shows for 2025. Now, so far, I've only seen 4 movies this year. I've seen Wolfman, The Monkey, Companion, and Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes was great. I loved Hard Eyes. Companion was solid. Monkey, I enjoyed it for what it was, and then Wolfman, yeah, it lacked in certain areas for sure. It wasn't a terrible start to the year, because that was the first movie that I saw this year, but it wasn't. It didn't kick things off strong per se. But now that we're coming close to the end of February, going into March, we're gonna be getting a lot more movies, but I feel like April is when things are like really gonna start to get good for me at least. Because this year I'm only seeing the movies that I really want to see. So if it's a movie, even if it's a big IP, if I don't want to see it, I'm not gonna see it, and if I don't see it, then I'm not gonna make a review for it. So just keep that in mind for the future movie reviews, in case anyone asks, because recently, Captain America Brave New World came out. I didn't see it, and I don't plan on seeing it, so obviously I'm not going to make a review for it. You get what I'm saying. But April is where things start to get going. Usually at the start of every year, the movies are slow. There's not a lot of big things coming out between the first 3 months. And that's just how it is. But I do think April is where it starts to get good. So let's start off with the shows, and then we're going to move into the movies. So coming in at number 5 for shows, we have Alien Earth. Now, last year I saw Alien Romulus in 4DX and in IMAX, and both experiences were incredible. I had a blast with Alien Romulus, and I'm excited for Alien Earth. So far they've been giving us little hints and teasers and glimpses of the show and what's to come, but we have yet to get like a full-fledged trailer. I don't know when this is gonna come out. If I had to guess, I would say like maybe August-ish, because that's around the same time Alien Romulus came out last year. But definitely towards the back end, probably, or at the earliest June or July. At the earliest, but I doubt it, to be honest. But Alien Earth, I'm really excited for it. I hope it's good. After Alien Romulus, the Alien franchise is definitely back. We're getting an Alien Romulus sequel, which is very exciting, and a potential Alien versus Predator 3 if things go well with the Alien Romulus sequel and the 2 new Predator movies that is slated to come out this year. But yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen in Alien Earth, other than the fact that it's gonna take place in Earth, and apparently it's supposed to follow a synthetic. Like a synthetic's supposed to be the main character for this show, so that's gonna be interesting, I guess. But yeah, overall I'm excited for Alien Earth, and I'm gonna enjoy watching it on cable when it comes out. I think it comes out on Hulu. And I have that, or my sister has Hulu, so I'll be able to watch it on her TV. So yeah, that's number 5. Coming in at number 4, we got, this is gonna be hard. Not yet. All right, coming in at number 4, Squid Games Season 3. Squid Game Season 3, even though it should be called Season 2 Part 2, to be honest with you. But yeah, Squid Games. Last year, Squid Game Season 2 came out. It became a whole big thing. A bunch of memes came out of that shit. And this year, we're getting the Part 2 of Season 2, essentially. but they're calling it season 3 for unknown reasons. But we finally get to see how this show concludes. I'm not the biggest Squid Games fan, but I do enjoy it. So I am excited to see how they wrap things up, how everything ties together, because there's definitely a bunch of loose ends that need to be tied up in a nice little bow. Yeah, overall, I'm excited. If I think Squid Games is going to come out either in June or July, probably. I have a feeling that a majority of the big heavy hitting shows are going to come out towards the summertime. And again, 2025 so far, it's been a little slow. It's been a little rocky. But just put this into perspective. So much peak is coming out. So much peak. This is going to be, mark my words, this is going to be Netflix's biggest year ever. Because three of its biggest shows are concluding, and one is getting a continuation. And I'm going to talk about these 3 right now. You Season 5, Wednesday Season 2, Stranger Things Season 5. So we're getting the conclusion for You, which is, Joe Goldberg. That You is amazing. And I feel like it's not getting all that much hype, the hype that it should be getting right now, because it's literally coming out in 2 months. It's coming out in April. It's coming out right before Until Dawn. So we're literally going to see the end of Joe Goldberg in literally 2 months. Literally 2 months. And I'm very excited. I'm excited to see how things end, what will happen, if Joe dies or not, if he gets put in prison for the rest of his life, who knows? But I'm pumped. And then, Wednesday Season 2, we got the continuation for Wednesday. And I'm just going to say this now, there's going to be a Season 3. I'm saying it now because You's ending, Squid Games is ending, and Stranger Things is ending all in 1 year. And those are Squid Games and Stranger Things are Netflix's top 2 shows. So once they're gone, until we get something new, Wednesday will be all we'll have left. Which is why I think we're definitely getting a Season 3 if Season 2 does even remotely well, which I'm pretty sure it will. Because, Jenna Ortega is, a popular actress. And I do think Season 2 has the potential to be better than Season 1. They said that they're going to, stop with the love shit and focus more on the horror aspect, which is, what we want, This is Wednesday, not love triangle, you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm excited to see how the story progresses and what the big bad is going to be. I have no idea. But if I had to speculate a little bit, I would say that Tyler, we all know he survived the first season. I think him and Wednesday, they're going to start off the season as enemies, but eventually there's going to be a bigger threat. And Tyler and Wednesday, they're going to come together as rivals, Goku, Vegeta, and work together to defeat the big bad for the season. But I do think eventually, no matter how long it takes, I do think eventually Tyler should be on the good guys' side. You feel what I'm saying? It just makes sense. So yeah, there's that. And then finally, we have Stranger Things Season 5. I don't care what people say. Stranger Things is one of, if not my favorite show of all time. I started watching it back in 2017, right before Season 2 dropped. So I started watching it at the perfect time. I think I was in 7th grade. 2017, so I was 11 or 12 when Stranger Things Season 2 dropped. So I got to see the release for Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, and the final season when it eventually comes out. Now, we have no footage. We do have footage, but we don't have an official trailer yet. But we're definitely getting it this year. Honestly, if it's coming out during the summertime, I'm expecting a teaser or at least a full-fledged trailer in May or June. Because when it comes to these movies and shows, there's usually a 2-month rule where a trailer drops 2 months before something releases. Usually. Sometimes they drop it even earlier, which would be great for us, but I doubt it. But yeah, man, season 4, that last episode, that shit broke me. Like, I don't get emotional, you feel what I'm saying? I don't cry all that much when watching shit. But that shit had me fucked up, bro. I was not okay with what happened in the end of season 4. And honestly, if season 5, hits the mark, I think this might be my favorite show of all time, and I'm keeping it a stack 50, bro. Stranger Things is amazing characters, amazing story, and seeing these guys grow up, it's incredible. It's been a long ride, a long journey, and I'm excited to see how it all wraps up. Who's gonna live, who's gonna die, we don't know, but I'm excited. I am excited. So there's the shows. Moving on to the movies. Now, coming up with my number 5 spot was really hard because there's a lot of options to choose from for my number 5. Some honorable mentions I'll throw out there. 28 Years Later, The Black Phone 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'll give those the honorable mention. But I think my number 5 for right now, at least, is gonna be Megan 2.0. Now, the teaser trailer dropped for it. It looks goofy as shit, but in a good way. I saw Megan back in 2023. I think it was the first or second movie I saw in 2023, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed Megan. I think she is pretty funny. And from what I've heard, the speculations that I've heard, there's going to be a new robot, and that's going to be the main antagonist, and Megan is going to actually be a good guy this time around, which I'm all on board for that. I'm all on board for Megan being the good guy and saving the day from another bitchy robot. Now, I think I know who's going to be voice acting the new robot, and I don't know if the new robot's going to be called like Amelia or some shit. I don't know, but bear with me. I can't pause this because this is the cinematic mode. But I can describe who this person is. This woman who is going to be voice acting, apparently, take this with a grain of salt. But she was in Pacific Rim Uprising, which is Pacific Rim 2, and her name is... One second. Her name is Ivana Sakno. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Ivana Sakno. Apparently, she's going to be the voice actor for the new robot that might be the main antagonist of Megan 2.0. So there's that. I'm just throwing that out there because I saw it in the IMDb that she was there. So she's a Ukrainian actress. So there's that. And, sprinkling some geography in here. Ukraine is a European country, and the capital is Kiev. So there's that. But yeah, Megan 2.0. I'm excited for it, to be honest with you, man. My expectations aren't like super high, but I do think it will deliver. So there's that. Now, these next 4 are the movies that I'm uber excited for. Like, the hype is beyond, through the roof. All right. So coming in at number 4, we have Final Destination Bloodlines, aka Final Destination 6. Final Destination is a very special franchise to me because the Final Destination, which is Final Destination 4, it was one of the first horror movies I've ever seen, ever. And also Final Destination 2. I grew up on Final Destination 2 and Final Destination 4. And they are, it's an amazing franchise. There are some stinkers in there, like the Final Destination and Final Destination 5, but I do have a soft spot for the Final Destination because I grew up on it. But Final Destination, I used to be very paranoid. This shit, Final Destination traumatized many people with the log truck scene in the big action sequence in Final Destination 2. Please don't bark. I will let you out. I'm sorry, I can't pause. Give me 1 second. This is my dog, Emma. Okay. But yeah, that log truck scene in Final Destination 2, iconic. Honestly, Final Destination might be my second favorite horror movie franchise, and I'm being so dead ass because it is just fun. It has great character. Well, it has fun characters. It has great innovative kills, and it traumatizes people, which is amazing. So the fact that we haven't had a Final Destination movie in 14 years, this movie has the opportunity to traumatize a whole new generation, and I am so very much looking forward to that shit. It traumatizing people with the most irrational fears that they can come up with. We've already gotten a little taste of that with the teaser trailer with that, septum. Is it called septum? I don't know, but that, the nose piercing shit. And I just know this movie is gonna have some out of pocket, wacky, crazy kills, and I cannot wait. And the monkey was a good little teaser for that. 1 second. I'm almost done. I can't pause it. I'm making a video. Nope. I cannot pause this. Sorry. I gotta make this quick. Sorry. But yeah, I'm excited for Final Destination Bloodlines. And I'm seeing it in IMAX. It's coming out in May 16th. I'm hyped. Boom. Coming in at number 3, we have Fear Street Prom Queen, aka Fear Street 4. Now, from what I've heard, this is coming out in either June or July, but definitely the summertime. Now, I'm a fan of Fear Street. I remember watching, it when it came out back in 2021, week after week, watching a new movie. Because how they did it was they released the first Fear Street, then a week later Fear Street 2, then a week later Fear Street 3. That's how they did it, all to Netflix. And they're great. They're fun. They're like, I wouldn't say a knockoff Scream because it's its own thing, but they definitely are. Like, the first movie was inspired by Scream, the second movie was inspired by Friday the 13th, and then the third movie is some medieval shit. Not medieval, you know what I mean. But it's like the olden days. But Fear Street 4, Fear Street Prom Queen, I do think it has the potential to be the best Fear Street movie. The cast is I don't really know most of the cast members personally, but Ariana Greenblatt is the only one I know. She was in Borderlands from Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. This is going on YouTube. Hold on. You want to be in my YouTube video, Mike? You want to be in my YouTube video? Because your voice is in the background, yeah? Crikey. Can't let me rock, yeah? Sorry. Anyways, yeah, she was in Borderlands, and she was also in 65, which is a movie that came out, I think, in 2023 that I saw with Adam Driver and dinosaurs, and yeah. But I have a feeling, I'm predicting this right now, she's going to be the opening kill. Just like Maya Hawke was in the first Fear Street. Ariana Greenblatt, opening kill, word. The rest of the cast, we have Ella Rubin, who will be in the next movie that I'm going to be talking about. And then Indiana Fowler, who I don't know who she is, but she's in this show called The Agency. I might check it out to get a gauge for how her acting will be in this one, because she's going to be the main character in this. And then we have, I think one of the guys from American Pie is in this. And one of the girls who was in Alien, I think the main character of Alien Covenant is in this as well. So there's that. But I'm really excited for Fear Street Prom Queen, considering that this is, unfortunately I won't be able to see this on the big screen that's coming to Netflix. But in terms of all the like streaming, like straight to video movies, I think this one is the one that I'm most hyped for. So yeah, there's that. Now, number 2 is going to shock some people, because this movie has been getting a little bit of hate online. This is a little bit controversial. But my number 2 is Until Dawn, the movie. Now, I am a fan of the game. I haven't played the game, but I have watched people play the game on YouTube from like back in the day when it came out. And recently it got like a revised, remastered version. But the game is, the OG game, the PS4, is amazing. It still holds up to this day. And it has incredible characters, an incredible story with like dope ass villains. The Wendigos are fire. So going into this movie, you know, people, it's not like the game. We have a whole new cast of characters, and it's essentially like if Cabin in the Woods and Happy Death Day had a child. So like every time the characters die, it resets to a specific time, and then a new thing is trying to kill them, essentially. So it's like, it's, people are saying, oh, this isn't Until Dawn, this is some other shit. The only, you know, similarity is the name. I get it. I get where people are coming from. You know, people who love the games, I get it. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't excited for this movie. Like the trailers, it looks good. Like it looks decent. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not finna be, you know, it is what it is, bro. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Ella Rubin is in this. She's gonna be the main character. She's also gonna be in Fear Street Prom Queen. We have Odessa Ozion, who was the main character in the latest Hellraiser movie. And we have the guy from Victor, that Love Victor show. And then we have Maya Michelle, who was like in like some Disney Channel movies, I think. But we are, I mean, at least we're getting Wendigos. Is that what it's called? I don't want to be that guy, but Wendigos, I think. They do have Wendigos in this movie. Oh my God, I'm so glad I remember this. So, the trailer, right? It's all about Ella Rubin's character looking for her sister, right? And we see her sister in the second trailer, and she's wearing a dress. Now, I'm a smart nigga. I put two and two together, so I'm saying this now. I will be the first person to say this, all right? In the trailer, we see a Wendigo, and it's a girl, and she's wearing a dress and long hair. It's her sister. The Wendigo that screams is her sister. Her sister gets turned into a Wendigo. This isn't a spoiler. They literally put it in the trailer, and I just put two and two together. It's literally the same dress and the same hair. That is her sister. That is her sister. Word. And I also think the Wendigos are going to be the last villain, the last threat after everything else. After they die from everything else, the Wendigos are going to be the last villain, the last threat of the movie. So yeah, I'm just putting that out there. It's her sister, and I'm 99% sure I'm correct. But the Wendigo, the girl Wendigo in the trailer, is her sister. I'm saying this right now, and I'll see if I'm right. April, I think it's coming out April 25th. So, but I think I'm right. So yeah, there's that. And coming in at my number one spot for my most anticipated movie of 2025 is the I Know What You Did Last Summer requel. Not requel. Legacy sequel. Oh, my dog. I'm gonna get her. Hold on. The I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel. Now, this movie, this is the true third I Know What You Did Last Summer, because we have the original, we have I Still Know, which this is also controversial, but I'm just gonna put this out there. I think I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just think I Still Know is the more entertaining film, and it's fun. Like, it takes place in the Bahamas. It's a fun movie. I think the first movie is good, but I don't think it's as good as the second one. And this might be biased because I grew up on the second one, but I genuinely think that I Still Know is better than I Know. Just want to put that out there. Put that out there into the world. Yeah, word. But yeah, this is going to be our true third I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So yeah, and this is going to be like I Know What You Did Last Summer Scream 5. And if they call it straight up I Know What You Did Last Summer, it's literally going to be Scream 5, because Scream 5 is just called Scream. And, you know, obviously all the legacy characters came back with Sidney, Gale, Dewey, even Judy. And this movie, we have Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. reprising their roles. There's also, what's her name? Brandy. Her character survived I Still Know, but I don't think she's not coming back for this movie. But honestly, I'm not too mad, because her character, even though her character was important, she's not necessary. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, if Judy didn't come back, well, I mean, I can't say that because with Scream is a consistent franchise. They bring everybody back, usually. Scream 7, Scream 6, not bring back. It's fine. But yeah, the two main leads are coming back, and we have a whole fresh new generation of people to get murked. Now, it's not gonna be Ben Willis. He's dead. He's dead. So we're getting a new killer, and it's gonna be one of the new characters. I don't know what the motive is gonna be, but whatever it is gonna tie into Julie and Ray in some way, shape, or form. And I think, well, let's talk about the cast real quick. We have Chase Sui Wonders, who I think is going to be playing the main girl, and she was in Bodies. She was like one of the, she was the first girl to die in Bodies. The first girl character to get clipped. She was cool in that, but it's good to we get to finally see her in a main character, like the main focal point, like her, and then Madeline Klein, who was in Outer Banks, and the second Knives Out movie, Glass Onion. Those two, I think are going to be the two main leads of the movie. So I'm excited for both of them. I think they're going to rock it, kill it. Sorry, rock it. What the fuck? And then who else do we have? We have Lola Tung, who was in The Summer I Turned Pretty, which I recently just watched. I recently watched it just because I found out that she was in this movie. Because I like to do research on the actors to see if they're good or not, to get a gauge. But considering that we haven't really seen her in anything like behind the scenes, she's kind of giving. She's either going to be the opening kill or the killer, one of the two. So there's that. Then we have this woman, Gabrietta. I could be butchering the name, Gabrietta. I don't know, but she is also going to be in this movie. And then we have a bunch of dudes. I don't know who they are, and my mind is blanking on their names. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe I could pull it up 1 second, because I don't want to just represent the girls. I got to talk about the guys too. IMDb. This is a borderline 30-minute video. I was not anticipating this to be that long. I'm sorry. I'm wrapping this up soon. All right, the rest of the cast is, we have Nicholas Alexander, Jonah Harui King, Billy Campbell, who was in Enough with Jennifer Lopez, Austin Nicholas, Tyreek Withers, and Sarah Pigeon. So that rounds out the cast. And yeah, I think this is gonna be Scream 5. This is gonna be Scream 5 all over again. If it's not gonna be on the same level as Scream 5, but considering that I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream 5 are like hand in hand with each other, even though Scream is obviously better. I'm very excited for I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I think it's gonna be amazing. This is coming out July 18th. So yeah, bro. As for who I think the killer is gonna be, I don't know. Once we get a trailer, then we'll see. Most likely, we'll get a trailer in May, because it's coming out in July. 2-month rule. So there's that. All right, man. This video has been very long. I'm sorry, but I just had to talk about this. So yeah, I am the Hero Light Legend, Tyree Figueroa, signing out. Peace.